Hello all, welcome to LSNIS Technology for the next session. So today we'll discuss the fiscal year. What is fiscal year exactly in SAP? So today's class topic, what we will be discuss that define fiscal year variant means how we have to define the fiscal year and what is the concept of fiscal year in SAP, type of fiscal year and assign fiscal year variant to company code, and we'll discuss some of the interview related questions or in the real time issues. So let's start. First thing, let's understand what is the fiscal year. Define fiscal year variant. The T code is OB29 and the path is SPRO, Financial Accounting Global Setting, Ledgers, then fiscal year and posting periods and maintain fiscal year variant. So here, the fiscal year means is nothing but in very simple word, it's a financial year. Okay, the fiscal year means the general year in common means it's a normally year means when we will be implement SAP for our client, we have to be first discuss with them which fiscal year or which financial year they are using. Is this the January to December or is this the March to April? In our India, what is our financial year you are calculating from first, if we would be talk about the today's current financial year, then it's on 1st April 2024 to 31st March 2025. So this is the 2024 fiscal year. As per that, whenever we will be go to implement SAP, then we have to ask to our client which fiscal year, which means which financial year they are using, and we have to define in SAP. So here, the fiscal year means a general year in common. No company can maintain the books for indefinite period. Okay, they have to close the books for certain period that depends on the company and the country policy. Suppose in India, all companies have to close their books on 31st March every year, but other countries may follow the different approach. Correct? What I have explained you, I have just written down here in as a theory part. Okay. So here in fiscal year means in simple word, you just understand this is the financial year. Whenever we will do the implement, we will define the fiscal year as per our client's requirement. If they are using the January to December or they are using the April to March. Then that what is the in fiscal year SAP is little different that the special periods are used to any information after close of the normal period means in financial year or in fiscal year in SAP, there are the two type of period. One is the normal period and second one is the special period. Now, what is normal period? Normal period means period 1 to period 12 is called the normal period. Means a 12 period. It might be Jan to December or it might be April to March. That is called the normal period. Special period, excluding normal periods, SAP has given four special periods. That is the 13 means 1, 3, 14, 15, and 16. Why we are using the special periods? We are using the special periods for posting a adjustment entry. Suppose today we are 2024 in October month, correct? This is October month. But we realize that in 2023 we have missed some accounting entry or some adjustments. Okay, that time in this situation, what we have to do? We have to be now we cannot open the previous period, correct? 2023 period, we cannot open now because we have already closed our books of accounts of 2023. So here we have to use the special period. And remember the most important thing, when can you use the special period of 13, 14, 15, and 16? Last date and last month of the fiscal year. last date. Suppose if you are using January to December, your fiscal year, okay, then you have to be use 31st December 2024. Correct? 31st December 2023. If you are using 23 January to December fiscal year. If you are using April to March, then what you can do? You have to use 31st March 2024. Whenever you post the entry, it will be count as a 2023 document. So when an auditor will be checked with the help of special period, the auditor easily understand that, okay, this accounting entry has posted for the adjustment entry for the 2023 fiscal year. Okay, I hope it's clear to all of you what is the special period use. And now, for example, what I have told you that if we will be use, let me say the Excel sheet as well. If special period use, special period use, first thing, last date and last month of the fiscal year. If you are using April to March, okay, then which period, which date you have to use here? You can go to FB50. What is FB50? FB50 for the post the adjustment entries or normal JB, or it may be post, you can post through FB01, or you may post through FB02 also. Okay. So there are the multiple transaction codes are there, but posting a accounting entry. So here, now if you are using April to March and you want to post a special period, how many special periods are there? 13, 14, 15 and 16. These are the special periods. If I used to post a adjustment entry of 2023, then here what I have told you that we have to keep in mind before using special period the last date and last month of the fiscal year. If you are using April to March, then you have to be post here 31st March 2024. Why I have taken 2024? It should be 2023, correct? No, because our financial year in India is 1st April to 31st March 2024, and this is the 2023. Okay, it's called as a 2023 fiscal year. How system identified that January 2024, okay, February 2024, March 2024. How system identify that? Because in normally it's coming 2024. There's 3 months, correct? But we are saying that is 2023 fiscal. Then how system will be identifies? No, January, February, March is the 2023 fiscal year. In calendar year wise, is 2024. But in non-calendar year wise, 2023. For this, we are using a concept is there in fiscal year shifting. I will be show you in system also as well. That is called year SHIFTING, year shifting. With the help of year shifting system, identify that the January, February, March is the 2023 fiscal year periods. Okay. Let's talk about now those things. For the year shifting, we will discuss it. Okay. Now come to the slide. What is the fiscal year? Fiscal year means in general is a financial year, and there are the every company are using a financial year means a fiscal year. It might be Jan to December or it might be April to March also. In fiscal year variant, there are the two type of period. One is the special period, one is the normal period. Normal period means the 12 periods. It might be January to December or it might be April to March. Okay. And now how you will be identify what is the April to March, what is the January, December. So here SAP has given V3. V3 means April to March, the SAP standard one. K4 means January to December here. So these are the SAP has given. This two is the standard one. If you want to be create your own fiscal year, you have to be copy this and you can create your own. But you should not change anything in the standard one. It's not recommended by SAP. Okay? Because there are the many tables are updated in background. So if we will be changed the standard functionality, it might be affect to the everyone. Okay, in the training point of view or in the real time, it might be impact in any of your transaction whenever you will be post in future. So it's not recommended that if you want to be create your own fiscal year, then you can copy from B3 or K4, then you can create your own fiscal year. Now coming to year dependent fiscal year and year independent fiscal year. So here, what is year dependent fiscal year and what is year independent fiscal year? If the fiscal year and the period start date and end date does not change with the fiscal year, is called as year independent fiscal year. What is year independent fiscal year? Means which companies are using same start date and end date of the fiscal year. Period start date and end date does not change with the fiscal years. Means suppose LSNIS technology. LSNIS technology every year 2024, 2025, 2026, I'm always using my period start date is 1st April. Okay. I'm always using 1st April to 31st March. Is the same for 2024. I'm using same date and for 2025. Okay, and for 2026 means every year I am using same start date and end date means it's an independent fiscal year. Okay, now calendar year and non-calendar year may be called as independent fiscal year, correct? It might be calendar year or non-calendar year also. What is calendar year? Calendar year means January to December. Calendar year. Okay. Calendar year means January to December. It might be January to December also be a year independent fiscal year, or it might be non-calendar year. Non-calendar year means April to March. If I am using Jan to December, then 1st January to 31st March. Every year I am using the start date and end date is the I'm keep it same for every year. And or if I'm using April to March also, I'm keep it same 1st April to 31st March. That is called the independent fiscal year. Okay. In simple word, independent. It's not depend upon any fiscal year. Always be use the same fiscal year. Okay. And year dependent fiscal year change the start and close date from year to year. And what is dependent? Dependent means which companies are always change their start and close date from year to year, means every year. Suppose today in this year I have used my books of account 15th April to 28th March. If I have used as a non-calendar, and for 2024, again in 2025 I have used here 20th April to 29th March. This is called what? Means every year I'm changing my start date and end date of the financial year. That is called the year dependent fiscal year. Okay, I hope you all clear what is the year dependent and year independent year. And now it's coming for defining the shortened fiscal year. What is the shortened fiscal year? Shortened fiscal year means which companies are using less than a normal period fiscal year. Means in normal fiscal year, we have the 12 period. It might be Jan to December or it might be April to March as well. But in shortened fiscal year, they have the less than the normal fiscal year period. You can see this is the point here I have written. Less than the normal fiscal year. It might be the 8 period only. It might be the 6 period only. If they have the mid year, then Jan to June, they have used one fiscal year, and June to December, they will be used another fiscal year. That's the shortened fiscal year. Means in simple word, which companies means or in which fiscal years have less than the normal fiscal year period means less than the 12 period, that is called the shortened fiscal year. In very simple. Here, the interview question will become what is the fiscal year variant? How many type of fiscal year? Okay, now we have already discussed, I have already explained you the type of one is a non-calendar year, one is a non-calendar year, or there are the year dependent fiscal year and year independent fiscal year. Here I'm repeating. Year dependent fiscal year means what? Which company or which fiscal year always change their start date and end date. Means start and close dates from year to year. That is called year dependent fiscal year. Year independent fiscal year means which companies are keep their start date and end date of the fiscal year same. That is called year independent fiscal year. Which companies are change their start and close date or start and end date from year to year. That is called year dependent fiscal year. Very simple. Now, but come to your type of fiscal year. How many type of fiscal year there? They have the calendar year and non-calendar. What is calendar year? Calendar year means normally which company uses the financial year of 1st January to 31st December. Very simple. Okay. Non-calendar year means normally which company uses the financial year of 1st April to 31st March. I have already given you example also. I have already explained you in Excel sheet. And year shifting means what? Year shifting is not the part of the type of fiscal year. Type of fiscal year, there are only two types. Year shifting is the concept. Year shifting, this concept we are using when company uses 1st April to 31st March of the company course. Means suppose here I'm using 31st March to, okay, in LSNIS technology using 1st April 2023 to 31st March 2024. Then what is the fiscal year we will be count now? We will count is the 2023 fiscal year. Okay. And the April means period one. May means period two. Correct. April means period one. May period two. June means period three. So as per that, it will become the July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So here I will say January means, okay, January means period 10 and February means period 11 and March means period 12. But you will be say that, no, sir, it has come to January, February is coming the 2024. Yes, if we would be talk about calendar year, then it's coming 2024. So here, my dear, we have to be understand that if I will be post a document in January 2024, Okay, suppose I have expense account, I have booked a document, expense account debit to my vendor account on the date of 1st January 2024, but in reporting it will be show you the period will be 10, and your fiscal year means your financial year is the 2020. How is possible? Here it's possible the concept of year shifting. I will also show you in system, okay, how we are defining the year shifting. So year shifting means what is normally deducting the -1 of the current period, means of the current fiscal year, and adding to the previous financial year or fiscal year. That is called the year shifting. Okay, then next is assign fiscal year variant to company code OB37. Here, after the creation of the fiscal year, we have to assign, because in SAP, whatever the configuration we will do, at the end, we have to assign to our company code. Otherwise, it's not valid. There is no sense. Okay, so if we will be say, if I will not assign to company code, then what will be happen? If you will be not assign a fiscal year variant to your company code, system will be show you error. When you will be try to post a document, system will be ask you that throw a error that the fiscal year variant is not defined for your company code. Means it's exactly without knowing which financial year my company or my business or my client using, how we will be post a document, correct? So for that reason, everything, whatever we will do the configuration in SAP, we have to be assigned to the company code. Okay. So here the theory part I have covered. Now let's come to the system, and we will be see how we have to be define the fiscal year variant in SAP. Okay. So here, just set it now. Now, here I'm just giving my user ID and password. Okay. Now, for defining fiscal year, how we will we go to define the fiscal year? There are the two types. We can go through OB29 fiscal year. Okay. We can go through OB29 fiscal year, or else we can go through SPRO as a reference IMG, and it's coming to the financial year. Then global ledgers, fiscal year, and maintain fiscal year failure. So here, this is the SAP screen of maintain fiscal year. Okay. If you remember, first we will see the fiscal year. What I have told you that there are the two type of fiscal. One is the V3, means April to March. SAP has given this is the standard one. Okay. And also there have the K4, Jan to December, means calendar. You can see here the calendar year has been peaked. Okay. But in V3, we have not ticked this because it's a non-calendar year. Okay, fine. Now what we'll do, just deselect this one. Now we will be copy from V3. This is the fiscal year. Okay. And I'm just select this one and just click on copy as, and I'm giving you my own L5. And here I will rename it. Okay. April to March. LS50 is my company code. And April to March, I have renamed it. Okay. For SPL means for special period. Here, calendar year, no need to take. It's not calendar year, it's non-calendar year. We have to take it because in K4 it's already taken. So whenever, if your client using Jan to December, you can copy from the K4, and you can just, it will be automatically has been ticked already. And year dependent. Is this our year dependent? No, because we will be keep it our start date and close date of the financial year same. So it's not required to take this checkbox. Normal period 12 means April to March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. This is the 12 normal periods. Normal special period is the 4, 13, 14, 15, and 16 is the number of special period. And what is this? Fiscal weeks from fiscal year start? No need. It's not required. Okay, just keep it blank. No need to take this one. Now, just click on enter. Once you will be click on enter, there have the three options will become. Cancel means it will be not copy. Only copy entry means it will be only copy the V3 to L5, but it will not copy the table level data and the periods. So here we have to copy all. We can see here the total 44 entries or number of the entries has been copied. Okay, now continue and just save it. Okay, and here I have saved my TR. What is TR? We have already explained you to the another video. If you want, then you can just check that what is TR, what is landscape, everything we have explained you very deep level. Now, coming to the periods. What is period? You can see 4 means April, period 1. 2, May, June, 3 period. And year shifting, you can see here, year shifting. 1 means the January period of the 2024. Okay, so here period 10 -1 means what? 2024 is the January. -1 means year shifting means what? It will be shift the year. 2024 -1 equal 2023. So whenever we'll post a document in January 2024, the posting date, but it will be show you your period and financial year or fiscal year is the 2023 because of the year shifting. Okay, then these are the period text. Okay, no need to check anything. Certain fiscal year, we don't have certain fiscal year. If you click, financial year is a variant. L5 is not the year dependent. Okay, year dependent means what? We change our start date and close date. It might be the certain fiscal year also be correct. Might for 1, 5 month, 6 month. What is certain fiscal year? Which fiscal year using less than the normal periods? That is called the shortened fiscal year. So no need to use anything. Just save it. Saved it. Now what we'll do? We have to be assign our company code to fiscal year. See, this is the common thing. If this type of error is coming, it's not an error, it's an information. Log data means at a time, two consultant, more than one consultant cannot work in same screen. So it means there have some other user ID who is working, or else I have already opened this screen anywhere. So for that reason, so here what will go to SM12 and just remove this one. In real time also sometimes it is coming, and just select all and delete it. In training, it is the frequently you might be face this issue because there's the many people are practicing. Okay, now go back and now come to here and go here. You can see system allowing me now. Now go to position. Position means the search criteria. Go to position, enter here your company code LS50 and enter your L5. Correct? This is our own fiscal year. Correct? LS50 on L5. Now save it and just saved it. Okay, so this is the fiscal year or financial year we have explained. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can comment. Okay, and our team will be try to reply you. I hope you like this video. I hope your after this video you have clear that what is fiscal year variant, what is calendar year, what is non-calendar year, what is the year dependent, and what is year shifting, and what is the year dependent and year independent. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any question, then you can feel free comment. We will be reply you and we will be try to resolve your queries.